Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dearest Geminis out there. This is going to be a general love and romance reading for December 2020. So before I get started, I'm just going to ask that you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel. Also check out the description box for information on how to get a private reading or how to get your hands on the decks that I'm using. All right, Geminis, let's go ahead and jump into this. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages for my dearest Geminis regarding love and romance, December 2020. Messages for Geminis, please, regarding love and romance, December 2020. Messages for Geminis, December 2020, love and romance. Messages for Geminis, December 2020, love and romance, please. All right, so you guys get the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, so that's Cancer or Pisces energy for me as a reader. You might have that in your chart, or you might be dealing with a Cancer person, or another water sign, another Pisces. We have the King of Swords the King of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Empress, the King of Cups. Wow. Okay. And we've got the Seven of Cups. Wow. Okay. So first of all, Pisces, there is something that is going to become abundantly clear to you. Okay. And this situation is really requiring you to walk away from someone or something. Okay, but we'll get into that in a minute. Your overall energy is the Four of Swords in reverse. So the Four of Swords in reverse is about healing, about pulling back as well. The High Priestess is also a card of like non-action, but I'm picking up on this in the past. So what I'm seeing here is that, okay, all right. So I feel like many of you guys were really, really hoping and wishing with this Star card for a brand new beginning in love or with this person. And I think that you really opened yourself up emotionally, maybe even more than you normally do. And I feel like the universe delivered. I feel like the universe delivered a very special person or relationship, or if you're already in a relationship with someone, that it was like, yeah, let's take it to the next level. But I feel like something here happened. Something here came crashing down with this Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like as a result, and this could be a past connection, like that you were always hoping, for marriage or for a long-term partnership with a particular person or just in general, and you were really, really open to it. It was delivered, and then you feel as if it was taken away with this Ten of Pentacles. The Hermit energy is telling me that, Pisces, for quite some time, that you guys have been in hermit mode. So you've had your head down, you've been focusing on, on your own stuff, on work, maybe even on just your general health. Some of you guys may have also been sort of like studying sort of mystical texts and Reiki and, doing a lot of meditation with this Hermit energy. And Spirit saying now it's time to come out. Okay, so the Four of Swords is this Hermit energy. It's like the healing has taken place. You've gone within, you've done the work that you needed to do, and now it's time to, to step forward and sort of come out of this ascetic, isolation that you've been in. So we're seeing you, Pisces, I'm calling you Pisces, Gemini. Sorry, there's just, I don't, maybe some of you are dealing with a Pisces. But what I'm seeing here is, and I do apologize if I've been calling you guys Pisces, so some of you guys may be dealing with the Pisces, but we get the High Priestess in reverse here. So Geminis, many of you guys, you have given yourself the time. You guys have gone within. Maybe even some of you guys have taken like some sort of spiritual journey or trip. After the sort of dissolution of whatever that Ten of Pentacles was, okay, whatever it is that you feel like came crumbling down, and you've gone within and you've gotten the answers that you need. You've gained clarity, Gemini, about this situation. But in your surroundings, there's this energy of the Chariot. So for the Chariot in reverse, it can be, it can be about something feeling stagnant or stuck, but it could also be that someone or something is coming back to you. Okay, it could be also Gemini. I feel like many of you guys have been very sort of introspective for quite some time, and it's kind of like you're coming back to the world. Maybe you're awakening or reawakening to love or to a particular relationship. Now, I just keep saying Pisces and Cancer because I've got the King of Cups, I've got the Eight of Cups. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but there's definitely heavy water in your chart, or you could be Gemini, Cancer cusp, or you're dealing with a water sign. I do feel like also for some of you, you may be after sort of doing this introspection and this spiritual work and this gaining the clarity and understanding, you're starting to understand that you do need to make some changes, okay? And it's going to be challenging, but I think you're seeing where and what is keeping you stuck in regards to love and romance. Now, the King of Swords is blocking you. So this could be an ex-partner, or it could be a situation that you need to cut ties with. Now, whenever we do cord cutting, it is going to be really important that you understand that you can do cord cutting when you're in a relationship. So, for example, if you guys have had a bad argument, or you guys have gone through some sort of trauma together, or whatever it might be, you can go and work with a healer or do meditations to really cut cords with that particular situation, but not necessarily that person. For some of you guys, you have an ex who, again, there's this traumatic situation where you really opened yourself up and you got hurt and things didn't work out the way that you wanted them to. And the King of Swords here is telling me that this, you do need to heal this situation. You need to not, because I feel like somebody here is being timid. Okay, Gemini, that you guys are being timid here because you've been so hurt in the past. And almost like you're not wanting or wanting to allow yourself to believe in the power of another connection or another commitment. Okay, and the King of Swords can be about justice. So for some of you guys, you might be that you've gone through a divorce, or you're going through a divorce, and you're kind of focused on getting rid of that before you can move forward. Okay, and that might be the energy there that's keeping you stuck. Okay, but I do see this great clarity that you're getting. Now, the Eight of Cups, this is that Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is telling me, Gemini, that it's very important that you focus on your wish fulfillment. There's a particular situation or person that you need to walk away from, and it could be an air sign, okay, but it could also be a way of thinking or believing, believing in relationships and commitment that they're all, that they all hurt, or that everybody cheats, or that nothing works out. So we really need to check ourselves in, what we are thinking, because what we think is what we create. Some of my Geminis, you do need to walk away from a particular situation that you do see as stagnant. But Spirit's saying, go for it. Go for your Nine of Cups. You know what happiness looks like now. You know what you need because of all this introspective work. You're really being asked to take the plunge. Now, in the recent past, there's this Empress energy. I do feel like there is an Empress energy. There's someone that you regard as a queen, or although it could be a king, it could be a Taurus or Libra person. But what I am getting is I feel like there's somebody here that has triggered this, okay? Maybe even triggered this fear. And Gemini, what I'm getting here is, I think either meeting this person or being exposed to this person's love or this relationship has actually triggered you to go within. It's tearing open those old wounds of when you've been hurt in the past. And I think there's somebody here that you hold in really, really high regard. I think you also feel like this person could be your divine feminine energy, okay? Especially if you resonate as divine masculine. And the Seven of Cups in reverse is not only about clarity, but they're showing me the Six of Cups, which could be soulmate energy. It could also be somebody that you have children with, okay? That's going to be a select few for you. But what's coming in, what Spirit wants you to think about, wants you to acknowledge, is Gemini, your energy as the King of Cups, that you are a visionary, that you have beautiful things to create. And I think you're already, Gemini, I feel like you're starting to imagine what you can create with this person. But I think some of you got a little bit scared because you started thinking, oh no, I've been down this road before. I've manifested, my ideal love, and look at where that's gotten me. But Spirit's really asking you to balance out the emotions, take some time to meditate and to pray, to set your intentions. Also, to step into the flow. So even though this is a King of Cups energy, there's sort of a feminine quality around this of receiving. Allow the universe to give you this very special love, okay? Allow yourself to receive this, because Gemini, this is what you deserve. The King of Cups is somebody who has a very tough, hard exterior, but anybody who can crack into that interior, and I feel like somebody did, I feel like that Empress energy has, or did, or is, okay, cracking into that exterior, and that sort of sent you in, in flight, it sent you into, it's triggered something in you, because I feel like a lot of people haven't been able to get to you because you've set up sort of a hard shell around love and relationships, okay? So Spirit's saying, hey, I'm sending you this, okay? You feel it in your bones, Gemini, with this High Priestess energy in reverse. You already know what you need to know, but you've caught some really some feelings for this person, and it's really important that we go through and we cut through the illusion, because some of you guys may have been like, okay, no, this can't work out, this isn't going to work out, but Spirit's saying that many of you are projecting this past hurt onto this new situation because somebody was able to get through your armor. And the Seven of Cups in reverse takes me to the Six of Cups, which is a card of innocence, and it's about, like, they're telling me that you can be innocent with this person. And I feel like that even freaked you out. Like you can be vulnerable with this person. They're not this King of Swords. They're not that past energy. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what else comes through for my dearest Geminis. And again, I do apologize if I was calling you Pisces. I got a little turned around, and it just sort of keeps coming up. So you might have Pisces in your chart, or you might be dealing with one. Okay. All right, so you guys get attachment. Yeah, look at that. Some of you guys definitely need to cut cords, either with a person from the past, or there's a situation that has really, really held you back in love. And I feel like many of you, again, have met this Empress energy, but you are, you got freaked out because she's so easily cracked into that armor. All right, we get indecision. Yep, absolutely. So we get the Eight of Cups and the indecision card. Some of my Geminis, you guys are thinking about walking away from this because this is emotionally very heavy, and I think it's a little bit scary for you. And we get Angel of Strength, so we get number 50, so we get 2 5s coming out. 55 is the master number of conflict, change, but it can also be about instant manifestation. So I do feel like, my Geminis, you did manifest this Empress energy, just as you manifested before. We saw that coming through in this energy where, with this star card, where you made a wish upon a star, and you wished for a new beginning, and you got it. Okay. And I feel like you're starting, this situation is really resonating with the past situation, and it's starting to freak you out, Gemini. Okay. But Spirit's saying you need to be strong. For some of you, it's about, and again, it's about really seeing through any sort of illusion, seeing things for what they truly are, and not projecting that past situation onto the current one. The Garden and the Gate. So this is interesting. I feel like, my Geminis, you guys are ready to fly. You guys kind of want to walk away from this. It might feel like it's a little bit too much. The Garden and the Gate energy is a reminder that you have the power to say no or to walk away at any point in time. But I do feel like, Gemini, that you would regret it. Okay, that many of you will feel like this would be the one that you let get away. And the Garden and the Gate energy is a reminder that, the grass isn't greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. But you're being asked to take a look at, do you want to? Because if you don't, that's fine too. Do you want to water? Do you want the situation to grow? Or would it be easier for you just to let it go? But I do feel like there would be some regret involved there. We get the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is for me, not for me, but Archangel Gabriel governs the emotions and this sort of watery energy. And he's also the announcer. So he announced to Mother Mary that she was going to be pregnant with Jesus. He also dictated the Quran to Muhammad. And so there is some sort of communication, clear communication that's needed here. Because I see you going back and forth whether or not you want to do this. whether or not you want to go, because I feel like you're scared of going through this again. Okay, and I feel like you have your guard up. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. All right, we get it is safe for you to love. So this is the message I was getting with the 6 of Cups or the 7 of Cups in reverse here. Seeing when you are able to sort of see through the illusions that maybe your ego, it might be, you know, your ego has set up for you, you know, danger, this, we've done this before, we could get hurt, because I feel like this Empress energy, Gemini, has really, really affected you. Okay? Spirit's saying it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And I think you feel like you can be vulnerable with this person, but at the same time, that's when you pull back and you get scared. Deception. All right. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. To be honest, Gemini, I know some of you aren't going to like it, but I really feel like this is your energy. I think you're trying to walk away from a connection that you feel is quite powerful, because your ego is saying the same things are going to happen to you over and over again, that we always lose in love, okay? That we don't deserve this love. There's something new and scary about this, so it's better for me to just sort of ignore it instead of really being in touch with, you know, how you feel, what you want. We get retreat. So yeah, again, I do feel like there's that hermit energy and this 4 of Swords that, you know, some of you guys, you may have started something with this Empress energy or with this person, and you may have pulled back. And we see that. And we see that with the High Priestess energy, but she's also in the reverse, saying it's time to come out now. Okay, it's time to come out. It's time to, you know, communicate with this person, or it's time to, you know, or it's time to really sort of to face, you know, face your past, face what it is that you you know, that you might be turning your back on. Okay, face what's really going on here, because I feel like there's a lot of love here. And then we get stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, so positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And I feel like this is everything I've been saying, that in the mental body, Gemini, you've been overthinking and a little bit worried that, you know, you're going to get hurt again. And Spirit saying, you know what, let's try to focus on the beauty and the things that are in front of you, and not the, you know, not the coulda, woulda, shouldas. Okay, so really interesting energy here, gems. Let's go ahead and see what else comes through for you guys. Additional messages. You guys get intimacy. Look at that. Some of you guys out there have, you know, again, I feel like this is like a real, like, sort of trauma that you went through in a relationship. I feel like you have fears of intimacy, or when you feel like a situation is getting to this point, that's when, you know, that you sort of put on the brakes. Now, feel free to flop the energy, because it could be the energy that you're dealing with. But I do feel like many of you guys, and I just keep seeing this Empress energy. I feel like you have either been intimate with this Empress, or, you know, it's getting to that point. And I feel like it's safe for you to love. It's safe for you to be intimate with this person. And many of you guys, you know, haven't let yourself, even if you've like hooked up with people and stuff like that, but you haven't let yourself really truly be intimate with somebody on a soul level, for fear of being weak or for fear of getting hurt. Okay, and then we get the Gardener. Beautiful. I love the message of the Gardener, because this is the divine masculine working with the divine feminine. This, you know, and right on top of the Empress, I mean, she is the most fertile of all cards. So it's like I'm seeing you guys being able to create something extremely beautiful if you allow it to happen. And then you get commitment. Yeah. Some of you guys, you know, I think you already saw yourself marrying this person. You already saw that this is not, this Empress energy is something very different than what you've been dealing with, or you've been messing with in the past. So I'm going to read from the book for this one, because it's such a beautiful message. The gardener benefits throughout his life by learning how to nurture the feminine energies in his world. He builds up the garden beds, shapes the garden, puts up fences and trellises, and turns the soil. And look, we get the garden coming out twice. Okay, so whether maybe some of you work outside, maybe you work in landscaping, maybe it's your hobby, maybe you have a lot of plants and that sort of thing. But he plants the seeds that the feminine gave him initially and protects them while they grow. Sometimes he has to work hard so that when harvest time comes, he can enjoy the full bounty of his reward. He learns how to be in harmony with her seasons and thereby profits from her beauty and abundance, while she benefits from his strength and diligence. So you guys, I see this like very perfect pair. You know that the strength card is coming out here. Geminis, I'm picking up on you guys being more divine masculine than divine feminine. And we've got, you know, the Empress benefits from your strength, but just as you benefit from her nurturing and her fertility. The gardener finds a certain kind of inner peace with all aspects of his garden because it keeps him connected to the great feminine cycles of nature and Mother Earth. In nature, you cannot rush or force things. You cannot have fruit from your tree without planting the seed first and tending to it patiently. Okay? You have drawn this card so you may bring your attention to the work of your inner and outer gardener. It's time to consider what areas of your life need some weeding, planting, fertilizing, and other forms of constructive attention. When the gardener calls, it means that some planning is required, followed by action taken with a willingness to work towards your goals realistically so that you may achieve them. Call on your inner gardener to help you nurture and cultivate the seeds that are ready to take root and sprout in your life. Yeah, and many of you guys, you're realizing that there is an imbalance. You may have been overly focused on work, and again, that masculine energy on work, on, you know, on everything other than love, and sort of because you felt like in the past that sort of made you feel weak or it made you feel vulnerable, you're being asked to open up again, because I feel, Gemini, what the High Priestess energy is revealing to you is that there's something missing in your life. And there is this beautiful commitment. I feel like it's this soulmate energy, life partner energy coming towards you. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what else comes through here. Whoa. Yeah, releasing the past. Okay. And one more message for my dearest gems out there. Woo, we're going to take this one. Okay, so the first message is the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Yeah, I feel like this Empress energy that you've come into contact with, or this person, or maybe it's even this idea of opening yourself up to love, it's available to you. Have faith. Okay, we get let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Okay, yeah, so many of you may have dealt with sort of codependent situations in the past. This situation is completely different. Completely different. And then we get soulmate. Yay. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So we are definitely dealing with a soulmate energy here, Gemini. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.